Hey! I have to admit I might have gone a little overboard with this video, as I have somewhat of a busy weekend planned. We're going to try out a variety of horses for a lesson program. Small thing is, I might have found too many ponies. Yeah. So I thought it would be a fun idea to bring you guys along, as it could be interesting to see how I test out potential lesson horses and share my opinion about them. Because there is a certain process to buying lesson ponies. We can't just simply look at the horses and take them with us. We have to be looking at their stable manners, how they react to being tacked up, how does it walk, does it look healthy, all of that stuff. And I will be taking you guys along as we will be observing first and then we will be riding. But with riding, we have to be looking for specific things, but I'll tell you guys more about that factor when I'm actually riding, since it's different for every horse. Then lastly, they will have to get vet checked and transported. The vet check will be next week, only the horses will get here later once the stables are officially in and the main barn is done renovating. Since our own horses and some of our clients' horses are currently settled in the outdoor stables, those will actually be for the lesson ponies once the main barn is settled. So it will be a little bit of a puzzle, but I think we will do it. I think we will manage. I'm just taking you guys along and I hope you will very much enjoy it. So we are currently on the way to our first location of today, which is a lesson barn in Goldenhills Valley. So it's only a small drive, it's close to home. And they were actually the ones who reached out to us, as they are selling some of their lesson horses. And I thought it would be a wonderful idea to have a look at these horses, as they are already used to having different riders on their back and doing multiple disciplines. So that will just help us out in the long end. So the first pony I looked at and tried out was this beautiful Haflinger mare called Flora. I already saw some pictures online as the owner sent me some, and I was quite excited to try her out. She just seemed so adorable and sweet, and her owner told me over the phone that she is officially a dressage mare, but I already kinda expect with the Haflinger breed. While I was riding her, I did notice that she was really looking forward to jumping. Every time riding up to a jump, her ears would pin forward. She's not very good at it, and she is kind of lazy, but her owner also told me that that is normal, and she likes to try out a bit. So if you put her to work, she will get excited and do more for you. But that just makes her the perfect lesson pony, because honestly, lesson ponies are just really like that. And I think she will be just the perfect pony for the younger riders, but also for the older riders, as she can be a bit difficult. So the second horse we bought from this property, also a prior lesson horse on this barn. This gentleman has quite a unique name. He is called Hotspot. I had to quite laugh when I heard it. But he is a gelding of 14 years old, so he is 2 years older than Flora. He's also been ridden in lessons, mainly jumping. As you will see, he is quite more of an enthusiast when it comes to jumping and doing work in general. I think I've already said it, but he's a Knapstropper. Maybe I haven't said it. Well, now I have. And yeah, I don't know, I just liked him so much. His energy, he was doing the work, but he was also just really wanting to do the work. In his stable as well, he was such a sweet, loving boy. So I think we will be very happy with him. And I think people will really get to learn a lot from him. And overall, his sweet persona, I've already said it multiple times, I think I've fallen in love with this horse. He is definitely coming with us if he passes the vet check. So after having spent some more time at the stables, we said goodbye and we went on our way to the pier, because we had to go and catch a ferry soon towards the beautiful Yalahheim. I've never been there before, but I've heard it's really beautiful. That's what they say. But on our way there, we actually met this mascot of the village, the captain's horse, and we just had to say hi. He's adorable. And as I said, we are going to Yalahheim, so we had to catch the ferry. But we are actually looking in Yalahheim for some beautiful horses for our lesson on. And we are also staying the night there to continue our trip tomorrow. So very excited. I've never been there, so I don't know. I'm excited to see what kind of sweet horses they have there. So once I arrived in Yalahheim, I went to this nearby cafe with this gorgeous view, and I went to search up the navigations while drinking my coffee towards the next stable, which actually ended up being right around the corner, which was actually quite easy for me to find. I don't know, I'm not good at navigating, but this one was pretty easy. And here we went to look at 2 more horses. So I went to visit this private facility who had 2 horses for sale, a horse and a pony, and they specialize in training hunter horses. Personally, I've never owned a hunter before, but I could tell from this ride that I really like hunters. The first horse I looked at was Robin Hood, but at the stable they called him Robin, so I'm not sure yet what we're gonna call him, if we just keep it Robin Hood or Robin. But Robin is a gelding of 13 years old, and you might already recognize the breed. It's a Dutch Warmblood. And as I said, he is 13, so he is already very specialized in hunting, and you could really see that during the ride. He was just flying over all the jumps. He was very easy on my leg, and he was like flawless to ride. I did not even have to try, so I think he will be perfect for any type of rider, and especially in the jumping lessons. So after that flawless ride on Robin Hood, I went to check out this 4-year-old Connemara mare. She is called Freya, and the whole ride she was so enthusiastic, but you can really see that she's still green. She actually turned 4 in January, so freshly 4. And she is an all-round pony, but she is especially trained in jumping and, well, leading up to hunting, of course, because this is from the same facility as Robin Hood. She was overall very safe to ride. She gave off this really safe feeling. She did have some moments where she was super excited, especially with the cavalettes. She was, I don't know, she did a bit of a happy jump at the end. A little buck, if you will. But that's okay, I could totally handle that. And overall, as I said, she does feel very safe. So even though she's green, she's flying over the jumps. We did have a refusal where I almost fell off, but I stayed seated, and after that she was beautiful to ride. And yeah, I don't know, I think people will get to learn a lot from her, but we will also get to learn a lot about her and her character, her personality, because she is very funny. So I don't know, I'm curious what it holds. So after a long talk with the owner about these 2 lovely horses, I went to the city to visit my hotel for the night, have some dinner, and then catch you guys up. Okay, so a quick catch up with you guys. As you can see, I am now in my hotel room in Yalahheim. What a long day it has been. Going from home to Goldenhills Stables, taking the ferry to Yalahheim, and here looking at some more horses. It has been a day. However, tomorrow will be even more of a day, if I say so myself. We will be taking the ferry very early in the morning, going to South Hoof Peninsula, beautiful island on, I think, close to Forpinta and Epona. I don't know if you guys heard of it, but I just have never visited. So there is this rescue ranch where we're going to take a look at tomorrow, and we are going to take a look at just 4 horses at South Hoof Peninsula, because those won't be the only horses of the day. Yeah, I was not exaggerating when I said that I went to look at way too many horses. So, first we will go to the rescue center in south of Peninsula and we will look at 4 horses there, actually 3 on the location itself, and then 1 Welsh pony, which is further on the island, but yeah, I don't know, he's just been taken care of there. Because I guess they have like 1 main location and then a smaller one on the other side of the island, but we will see that tomorrow. And then we will, after south of Peninsula, we will take the ferry to Vapinta, where we will actually take a taxi to Moorland Stables, and there we will look at 2 lesson horses, which the lesson barn there is actually selling. And they are wanting to sell to us for our lesson program, so that is wonderful. And we are looking at 1 more horse of the owners, because the owner reached out to us and said, like, hey, I know you're coming for 2 lesson ponies, but I also got a private horse in a private sale. So we're also going to have a look at that. And then I think, well, actually we have still 1 horse left then. So we will have 4 at south of Peninsula, we will have 3 at Moorland Stables, and then we will have 1 which is actually close to our own stables. It's in Silverglade, it's a farm who sell horses. The farmer actually reached out to us because we went looking a couple of weeks ago just to see if they had something that we might be looking for before we planned this whole trip. And then he reached out to us saying, hey, I do have a new horse coming in. You can take a look. And luckily, it is next to our facility. So when we come home tomorrow, after a very long day, I don't think we will have time to go look at that horse. So we will be able to look at that horse, but that will be later this week. I will put it in this video, but then you guys know that that won't be tomorrow, but it will be a different day this week. But that's okay. It is what it is, because tomorrow looking at 7 different horses will be very exhausting. I already found today very exhausting. But yeah, lots of traveling tomorrow, lots of looking for horses. So I will say I won't film every horse tomorrow super in a long way. I will just show a few clips of every horse, and I won't film the journey because I am absolutely knackered after today. So today I was taking you guys along. Tomorrow you will just see a few things of the horses, but I will promise you guys, once these horses arrive, I will do a proper introduction of all of these horses. So bear with me. It will be hectic from now on, this vlog, but you're just gonna have to bear with me because it is hectic looking for so many horses. But hey, once we've got them all, we can finally take a breath and rest. This is just a hectic process, starting a lesson program and buying lesson ponies. It is hectic, but hey, this is real and I'm just taking you guys along for the process. So bear with me and honestly just pray for me at this point. So we started the morning with taking the ferry towards South Hoof Peninsula, where we visited South Hoof Rescue Range. And South Hoof Rescue Range is located right on top of the island. The moment you get off the ferry, there's a big path leading up to the ranch. They also rescue a lot of the horses from Vapinta, Epona, all over Jorvik, and then they come there to be rehabilitated, or they rescue horses who have been dumped on the island. Besides horses, they also have cows, pigs, and chickens, and I think I might have seen some birds too. As I said last night, they do have 2 locations. Their main big one is right at the start of the island, and then on the other side of the island is where a smaller location is based. And actually most of the ponies which are there are good ponies who have not been through much in life and have just been needed of a rescue. But the horses that live on the main part of the rescue range They needed a bunch of medical attention, and because these horses have been through a lot. So first we visited this beautiful Mustang mare. It was called Sage. So Sage has been found after being abandoned on the island. She has been there for around a year, and the vet thinks that she must be from somewhere around 2017, which makes her 9 years old. But they're not sure about her age, so they're just guessing. So we're thinking she's 9, but it's not sure. Then she's an all round pony who really just needs a lot of attention and basic groundwork, especially. The rescue wrens said that even little kids could ride her. That's why they thought she would make a brilliant lesson pony. So we're gonna see, and I'm very excited. So yeah, this is Sage. So the next two ponies are actually both from the same home. The first one you can see here is Sharon. He is a Shinkotik gelding, and they think he is from 2020. So from 2020 he is. So this horse is actually rescued together with the next horse from a home. They were relocated due to private circumstances from the past owner. And so Sharon is 6 years old, so they did get him 1.5 years ago together with the next pony I'm going to show you. So at the time he was barely backed, but they did actually start doing the whole process of getting him used to a saddle and used to the weight of a rider and all of the basics. They did start again once they got him. So it's now 1.5 years later, and there's little kids riding him, so they thought he as well would be perfect. But of course we cannot let him go without his best friend. This is Sully. Sully as well is a Shinkotik pony. And honestly, I think he is one of the silliest ponies I've ever seen. And he is from 2021, so he is just 5 years old, so that does explain his personality a bit. But he as well has been ridden with small riders on him, and he as well was very sweet, very mature. Even though he's silly, he is very brave and very safe for a 5-year-old, because a 5-year-old has been sitting on him. So, yeah. So he will be perfect for the lessons. Then at the other location of the rescue ranch, they had Bob waiting for us. This Welsh pony is a gelding, and he is called Bob. Bob is a gentleman from 2016, making him 10 years old as of January. So this little fella, he had been waiting for us, and as this is the location where the less bad cases go of the rescue ranch, he had actually never been abused in his life, luckily. He has just been surrendered due to some private circumstances. So he is a lovely fella. He has been learned a lot of dressage, and he will just show it off. I did test ride him, and well, as you can see, he has been nothing but nice. So he will definitely fit in. So now, after looking at 4 more horses and having a ferry ride done, I want nothing more than to lay down in my own bed. But we still have 3 horses to go and another ferry ride. So, at the other side of the waters, you can already see for Pinta, and that is where we are taking our next ferry. Once we came in for Pinta, however, we had to take a taxi towards Moorland because that is our next location. I knew exactly what kind of horses we would have been looking at, and I already knew they were coming home with us, because we had actually agreed to already take over 2 of their lesson horses. This beautiful North Swedish horse is called North Star, so she'll probably just be called North. And I'm saying she, but actually it's a gelding. And he is from 2009, so he is already quite older, but nevertheless, he is actually trained in dressage and he really does a good job. Yeah, we're taking him over. He has been used to lessons. He is an experienced horse. He is kind and didn't hurt a fly. Won't hurt a fly. The last person who fell off him was 4 years ago. So yeah, I trust this horse, and if he passes the vet check, instantly coming with us. The next horse I looked at was also a prior lesson horse at the stables and will remain a lesson horse at our stables. It is King, and he is a Jorvegian warm blood. He is a gelding, and he is from 2010. So 2010, so he is 16 years old. So he as well is already older. He is experienced, so that is brilliant. He's used to jumping. So even though I don't really like taking on all the horses, we do need them. We do need experienced horses. We can't just start a lesson program with only green ones. But it's fine, because they are used to it and they were offered to us, and we are definitely wanting to take them over. So this is King, and he also will be coming with us if he passes the vet check. Then finally, our last horse for the day. This is Jeeez. Jeeez is a Selle Français gelding. He is from 2019, so that makes him 7 years old. And his discipline is jumping, and he has been used in a few lessons before, so he will do very well in our lesson program, but he is from the owner of the stables. Jeeez is a very sweet horse, and I really enjoyed my ride, and I know I'm gonna sometimes be stealing him from the lesson program just to ride him myself, because honestly, I will be enjoying riding him a lot. So yeah, that makes our last horse of the day. I can't even tell you how happy I was to be back home. I even skipped the stables, told someone to do it for me, because I just did not want to be bothered. I did not know the next morning when I woke up that I could be so sore from riding horses all day. So technically it's now day 3 of our journey. And the journey is actually over, at least the road trip is, but we still have one last horse. I did say it would be Jeeez, but if you guys still remember correctly, I still have one last horse to visit, but that horse is luckily just down the road from us. So all I have to do is take a 5-minute walk, look at the horse, and go back home. Probably to bed. So this next horse, I'm going to show you real quick, and then the journey is finally over. Well, not the journey, just a road trip, because we still have many vet checks to get through. But that you will see. Actually, no, you won't see it because of privacy of the veterinarian. But you guys will see all of these horses coming home very, very soon. So I hope you guys are excited. Please let me know down below which horse was your favorite, and if you enjoyed this video and this whole entire road trip. Leave a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you do want to see more. Now let's have a look at our final horse. So say hello to the final horse of our journey. This is Bubblegum, but we're going to be calling him Bubbles. And Bubbles is a Appaloosa gelding from 2018. So that makes him 8 years old. He's an all-round pony, and he will really do anything for you. If that is dressage, jumping, eventing, or even western. I enjoyed my ride with him so much. He is so willing to work for you, and overall his cuddles when you tag him up are the best. I am very pleased that this journey is now over and that we can close it off with such a beautiful, stunning horse. So I hope that you guys will really be looking forward to seeing Bubbles around, as well as all of the other horses. And with that, I'm closing the video. I hope you all had a lovely day. See you in the next one.